Father. C'est la vie. Tell death I said hello.
The legends in Apex die a lot. The first question that comes to mind after that information is told to you is, how do they die a lot? I actually made a reel about this a month ago or so, maybe 2 months ago. You should go check out my Instagram if you haven't seen it. I will throw a link in the description. But, give me a follow. But to summarize that reel, if you haven't seen it, I believe that Apex is similar to Madden or NBA 2K, whereas it's a sporting game in the universe that sporting event takes place in. So people in the Apex Legends universe play the game Apex Legends, and it just happens to have some of the most popular legends in it for whatever reason. Which leads me to my next question: which of these characters has the longest career in Apex? I believe that there is no better way to demonstrate who I think lasted the longest than with a tier list. Here's the tier list we are working with. It has 5 tiers. The tiers are Immortal, Hall of Fame, Average, Not a Season, and Dead on Arrival. Without further ado, let's get into the first tier, which is Immortal. 'Cause we could be immortals. Damn, Big Hero 6 is such a fun movie. Alright, first tier is really easy, so I'm going to make it quick. It is Immortal, and there are only 3 people in it. There is Revenant, Ashe, and Wraith. Rev and Ashe are very easy to explain. They're robots, we can just make more of them. There are thousands of Revenants, and Ashe has been rebuilt at least twice. Wraith has just cheats. No matter what's going on, she has someone telling her all of it. So those 3 have no reason to ever stop competing unless it's by choice.
This is your champion.
Up next, we have our Hall of Famers. Oh my god, you have no idea how fucking long it took me to get that transition perfect and that timing perfect with the music. Okay, the Hall of Famers. These are going to be legends that can survive for several seasons, are going to have great careers, but at the end of the day, they're going to age out of the sport, or eventually someone will just get lucky and be able to take them down. In Hall of Fame, we have Alter, Bangalore, Fuse, Mad Maggie, Pathfinder, and Newcastle. These are all characters with decades of years of experience, killing and fighting and sowing mayhem, in Alter's case. Or in Pathfinder's case, he still has decades of years of experience, but he's also just a fucking fridge. Marvins in the Titanfall universe are way too damn durable for most people to put him down permanently. Next up is the average category. I don't have a fun transition for this. All my notes say is make a dick joke, and I'm fresh out. I'm just kidding. I don't have notes. This tier's list of legends is going to be a bit of a mouthful. Unlike things that are average. Fucking stuck the landing. Hell yeah. Alright, we got Caustic, Bloodhound, Conduit, Loba, Rampart, Valkyrie, Sparrow, and Vantage. These are all characters that have great skills and would definitely be able to qualify for the games, obviously, but compared to other competitors are fairly average in what they can do and won't have that great of a career overall. Probably ended up in the game because of an offstage personality.
We are underway. The bots emerge from their corners.
I am going to combine the last 2 categories of Not a Season and Dead on Arrival because the only difference between them is how fast these people are going to fail. The list for Not a Season is Wattson, Catalyst, Seer, Ballistic, Crypto, Horizon, Lifeline, and Gibraltar. Frankly, these people don't have the physicality to stay in the games. Horizon and Wattson are both very smart, but neither of them are soldiers. Lifeline and Gibraltar are there because they're for like the Peace Corps or like search and rescue stuff. I'm sure they're very physically capable, but they don't have good gunplay. Seer seems like he'd go out because like he just wants to have a last stand, like the 300. And Ballistic, while he has all the skills, he had the skills 30 years ago. Now he's an old guy who's might be able to contend for a few games, but then is just gonna blow out a hip, blow out a knee, someone's gonna get a lucky shot. And for those of you keeping track at home, that means we only have 2 legends left to go into Dead on Arrival. The first one shouldn't surprise you, Mirage. Second one might be a surprise to some of you, Octane. Mirage isn't a surprise. His plot armor is just almost as thick as Pathfinder's, but he's largely incompetent outside of building holographic tech. Pretty cool. Octane, though, he's an interesting case. He probably has the skill where if he took it seriously, he could at least be average or maybe even a Hall of Famer if he really put his mind to it and got his gun skills down. The problem he's going to have is the fact that he's one of those people that I could dare him to do anything and he'd do it. He could be deathly allergic to peanuts, and I could hand him a bag of peanuts and tell him, hey, you should eat this for the meme. And he'd go, oh yeah, dude, that's great. I was not sure how that Octane impression was going to sound. Not bad. Octane's the kind of guy to tell you, hold my beer, watch this, and then is shocked when 3 days later he wakes up in the ER. Well, that is my video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe. If you disagree with me, call me an idiot in the comments. Tell me where I went wrong. Man, I can't believe it only took me one beer to get through editing this.